Hello, friends. Mr. J here with MrJRelationshipCoach.com, here to give you your weekly dose of vitamin J. I wanted to briefly talk today about protection versus connection. Actually, before I do, I'll say it's a beautiful spring day outside. This is why I have the nice array of flowers around me. Anyway, protection or connection. I get my share of calls from spouses who say, my spouse walks through the door at the end of the day and they don't want to talk or they refuse to talk. And, one of the things that we get into is this protection or connection. So if you want your spouse to talk after a long day, a couple things. Number one, the more comfortable that you make him or her feel, the more they're going to open up and share. That's number one. Number two, you might want to establish beforehand, do they want to be heard or helped? A lot of times people just want to talk and vent. They don't need help. They don't need you to fix anything. They just want to be heard. However, there are times where they actually do want to be helped. So you need to establish, do you want me to hear you or help you? You can also establish that later on down the road in the conversation as well. But a couple things. A, you want to be cognizant of your eye contact. You want to make sure you're not looking at your cell phone or doing the dishes. I mean, you really want to invest and focus on what your spouse is saying. They're opening up. They're sharing with you how their day was. You want to make sure your body position is receptive. You're not sitting there, with a grimace on your face and your arms folded. You want to make sure your tone, if you do respond to anything, is acceptable. So again, you just really want to give them an open space to feel free to share. Watch your facial gestures too. We can't see ourselves. We can't see our face when we're talking to someone. So be very careful that our spouse isn't telling us about, something they said to a coworker at lunch. And while they're talking, you're not going, that's going to close them off immediately. So again, establish, are they looking for connection or protection? A lot of times they just need protection, which means they want to be able to share what's on their mind, but they need to protect themselves, that you are not going to judge them or give them any kind of feedback that's going to not help but hinder them communicating or sharing in the future. So that is this week's Vitamin J. God bless. Until next week.